Good morning, today is September 9th, 2025, and we're at the historical peak of Atlantic hurricane season. Normally the tropics are buzzing with storms right now, but this year, it's eerily quiet. Satellite maps show a rare calm across the Atlantic, a stark contrast to the usual September chaos. This lull is unusual, especially since the first half of September is typically the most active period for hurricanes. So, what's behind this peace? It's not a lack of warm water, temperatures are actually higher than ever. The real story is in the atmosphere. A massive plume of dry, dusty air from Africa, known as the Saharan air layer, is suppressing storm development. This dry air acts like a shield, stifling any tropical disturbances before they can organize. For now, this calm is a rare break, but it's only temporary. If you live in a hurricane-prone area, use this time to double-check your preparedness plans. This isn't the end of the season, think of it as halftime. The second half could be a whole different story with storms ramping up quickly. We've seen quiet starts before only to have intense activity later in September and October. This lull is a gift, but it won't last, so use it wisely. Let's dig into the Saharan air layer, or SAL, the force behind this quiet spell. Picture a river of dry, dusty air from the Sahara sweeping across the Atlantic. This isn't just a little dust, it's a thick, powerful shield that disrupts hurricane formation. Hurricanes need warm, moist air, but the SAL brings dryness and dust, choking off storms before they can grow. The dust also blocks sunlight, slightly cooling the ocean, and the SAL's strong winds create wind shear that tears storms apart. Just last weekend, a promising tropical rainstorm fizzled out after colliding with this dry air. The SAL has dominated the Atlantic for weeks, squashing every disturbance. But this shield is fading. Models show the dust will clear out soon. As the dry air retreats, the atmosphere will become much more favorable for storms. It's like taking the lid off a boiling pot. The ocean's heat will be free to fuel new systems. The protection is ending and the stage is set for a more active second half of the season. Stay alert, things can change fast. While the air above has blocked storms, the ocean below is primed for action. Sea surface temperatures across the Atlantic, Gulf, and Caribbean are exceptionally warm, well above average. This creates a vast reservoir of energy for any future storms. Warm water is hurricane fuel, and right now the Atlantic is loaded. Even after recent storms, the ocean's heat has quickly rebounded, showing just how much energy is stored. This means any storm that forms could intensify rapidly, leaving little time to prepare. Rapid intensification is a major threat. Storms can jump from weak to dangerous in a day. As the Saharan dust fades and the ocean stays hot, the environment will become even more favorable for development. Several new tropical waves are forecast to move off Africa soon, and with these conditions, the odds of storm formation rise sharply. The quiet period is ending, and the Atlantic's heat engine is ready for action. Don't be lulled into complacency. So where could the next storm form? Forecasters are watching a few key areas. First, the main development region between Africa and the Caribbean. A new tropical wave is moving through, and as dry air fades, its chances to develop will rise. Closer to home, a stalled cold front off the southeastern US could spin up a homegrown system over the warm Gulf Stream. These setups sometimes lead to late-season surprises that can threaten the coast. The Western Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico are also primed for development as atmospheric pressure drops and instability increases. If a tropical wave survives the journey, it could quickly organize in these hot waters. This scenario could threaten the Western Caribbean, Yucatan, and US Gulf Coast. Forecasting exact storm locations is tough, but we know the ingredients are coming together. Multiple areas could become active soon, from Africa to just off our shores. Now's the time to check if you're in an evacuation zone and have your hurricane kit ready. Don't wait for a storm to appear on the map. Preparation is key. Today's quiet satellite picture shouldn't fool anyone. The season is far from over. The Saharan dust is fading, ocean waters are record warm, and the atmosphere is shifting toward more activity. History shows that slow starts often lead to intense finishes. Some of the most destructive seasons began quietly, only to explode later. Now is the perfect time to finalize your hurricane plan, restock supplies, and check on neighbors. The next storm, Gabrielle, could form soon, and it could come from anywhere. Africa, the Gulf, or the Caribbean. Enjoy the calm, but don't ignore the warnings. Conditions are becoming more favorable for storms every day. Stay informed, stay prepared, and keep checking for updates. This quiet spell is extra time to get ready. Don't waste it. The most challenging part of the season may still be ahead.